Hey guys, what's up? Vardhan here, and you're watching episode 2 of Muso Talks. And today is also a very special day because on 6th of June 2016, I released one of my favorite cover songs. It's called and that song like completely changed my life. I remember, people used to approach me for gigs, and I had these really low quality videos that I used to send them. Whatever I had at that time, I didn't invest that much time and money into it. I used to send those videos to them, and they would just not get back. I hope you can't relate to that, but that's exactly what happened to me. And I remember I got so pissed off. I'm like, I have no clue, what is wrong. I'm ठीक ठाक तो गा ही लेता हूँ, and I had no clue like why people wouldn't go for it. I thought maybe I was pricing way too much, which clearly I wasn't, because considering what my friends and other people were charging, it was nothing. It was peanuts. And I still didn't realize why people would reject or would not get back or would not just go for it. And that is the moment I decided that my career can't go on like that, and I really have to do something about it. So I decided to sit down, and I remember I had a home studio back then, and I was just playing around with Logic and Logic Pro X. I found that one VST instrument that reconnected me to the song Ye Fitur Mera. The intro sound it has. That instrument connected me to that song. I just put in the riff right there in Logic. I want to recreate the song as closely as possible to the original one. So I just started fiddling with sounds and played the guitar inside and all of that. There was a point where I was like, okay, let's try singing over it and see how it goes. And because I wasn't taking myself seriously, it took me about a month to do this much. And then I thought, I'll just probably sit down and finish this song. So in the next few days, I put in drums, I programmed drums, I played the leads, and I just sat over there and finished the song. The song sounded pretty good to me, and I was talking to my parents about, how I should release the song. My parents have always been telling me to put out, more music on YouTube, and for some reason I was very hesitant. I have no clue why. I thought, is this not good enough? I'm sure there's so many other better people out there, but when I put so much effort into one song, I felt confident enough to put it out. So then I went to the market, I got a halogen lamp, I shot the entire thing on my phone with guys, I can't even tell you कितने जुगाड़ करे थे उस time पे मैंने. It was such an amazing learning experience, and I remember everything was new, from making that song to mixing that song to mastering that song, and from shooting the video, getting the resources for that, and editing the video and putting it out on YouTube. Think about the caption. Everything was new. I had no clue about anything at all. That's how it goes, right? You keep improving, and I'm still trying to figure out, and I'm still learning that just focus on progress more than perfection. And it completely changed my life. So I did that song. After doing it, the day I put it out, the response was okay. It wasn't that great because you're putting out your first video on YouTube, it's not massive. And I was not looking for huge numbers and things like that. My only concern was that when I send this video to one of my clients, how do they react to that? And that's what I did. The next inquiry I got for a gig or so, I just put that YouTube link in the WhatsApp chat, and immediately they confirmed. They're like, we really want you to come over and perform for us. And they negotiated, of course. Delhi wale hai, so you know how it's going to be. Actually, Gurgaon wale, but just the fact that they didn't even hesitate once in getting me over and performing, it gave me so much confidence. One thing led to the other, and I got more and more gigs. I shot that other gig properly and then edited it. And for the same reason, I've been shooting all my gigs, and I make sure I have really high quality audio from all the gigs, and the video is spot on as well. This is what people are looking for. They want to see the exact moment, how you're doing there, how the crowd is enjoying and things like that. So one video, I think it started in 2016 when I used to have maybe one gig in 2 or 3 months. Wo bhi free wala, just some cousins and relatives and things like that. I'm sure so many of you can relate to that. And after the video, nobody rejected any of the inquiries. It was only a matter of the budget, if that worked out or not. फिर अपने भी तो rate बढ़ जाते हैं. That song completely changed my life, and I really hope like that works out for you as well. There's so many people who come to me, they're like, bro, gigs kaise milenge, how do we do that, like hame bhi gigs de do yaar. So things like that. So I tell them, what do I do for you? You have to do it for yourself. If you don't know how to make music, that's okay. You can find people, you can spend on music production, you can spend on video production and editing and things like that. You can go to a studio. There's so many studios everywhere. Just go and talk to some music producers and engineers and videographers, and when you have a quality portfolio, right, there's barely anyone who's going to reject you or maybe not go for you. And obviously, like, don't skyrocket your prices immediately. This is step one of like how to get more gigs. I'm so sure that this is going to work out for everyone. 90% of the artists that are not getting the gigs is because they have a very bad portfolio, or sometimes they're just not good enough. But 90% of the time they don't know how to present themselves, and that's the real issue that they need to sort out. So I really wanted to tell you how this thing worked out for me, and really hope it works out for you. Thanks for watching. Peace.